Okay, here we go. All right, now the Dow have lost another 681 points. Okay, we have reminded you guys, and then the question is, did you react accordingly yourself? Right. So there's a thing here. We ask people this. End of days that you can make money from the market, but you really have to follow the rules, and you'll see all the signs in the market. All right, so before we start this morning, once again, guys, I would like to wish all our Muslim friends, Muslim family members, Muslim counterparties like Selamat Hari Raya Adil Fitri. All right, 1 month of puasa, and of course it's time to enjoy. But of course, as we know, the COVID came in a way, so it's still around us. So guys, stay safe. All right, I still wish you all the best with the team. All right. Now, the thing is this, the inflation is there. I have been saying this for a long while, and apparently some people are sending me, like Judy sent me about this inflation that is a one-time me at $5 already. And I say that it's going to come, and it came, all right? So now we can see very clearly from the numbers, it's 0.9%. Oh my God, that's very, very high. Way higher than my expectation. So the question is this, all right? Is it extinct? No, it's there. And has it bared its fangs? Obviously it did, all right? So that is the thing right now happening. And we will see what Federal Reserve will say. So our eyes will be on Federal Reserve. If the market doesn't like what they explain, then things will get a bit dangerous, okay? Now we are reminded on you guys, and we've seen it for a long while, and you can see that I kept on saying about inflation. I talked about the Nasdaq. I talked about the Dow Jones reaching 34,500, and I say that, guys, are you ready for the big one? And I give a very strong point. I mentioned that, right, the Dow at 34,845, there will be some resistance. And of course, I did mention to you about ARK Innovation, right, guys? If you guys are online with me right now and you remember that I said all this, please key the word spot on, the two words spot on right now to give me the from validation. And of course, this morning I'm happy because people start to make good money from this. All right, I have people making $7,000 overnight. I have people making about 4,800 overnight. I mean, this is all good money. I mean, this is how we make money in the market. We keep our losses small and we let the profit run, and that is something that we always want to do. All right, so guys, if you remember that I said all these things yourself, right, just give me a spot on to give me the strong testimonials of this. All right, thank you very much. All right, so for this morning, as usual, no matter how busy I am, I will still give it to you by giving you the motivation of the day. Be aware of your own worth. Use all your power to achieve it. Create an ocean from a dewdrop. Do not beg for light from the moon. Obtain it from the sparks within you. I think it's a very, very powerful word for Mobile Iqbal. And I think that you guys should really, ask yourself, you guys can do it. All right. So guys, I'm sure you can do it. Right, now we have 180 people, guys. 180 people have already, signed up for this event. Oh my God, thank you so much, guys. Today is Thursday morning, all right? So we have about 2 more days to go, Thursday and Friday. Guys, do me a little favor, right? Let's break the 200 mark, right? Get more people to come in because they're going to get great stuff. All right, now we saw the Elon Musk thingy. He actually said not to buy, they're not going to use this Bitcoin into their purchases of Tesla, but that means that this gives an opportunity now for the prices to come down. I've been saying that the cryptocurrency will come down a bit today and yesterday and today, and it's really happening. And of course, we will be answering you all the tough questions that usually we're going to ask on Bitcoin. And our host Mike So will be explaining to you what is One Club, and our host Yao Tong will tell you which US stock to watch out for to trade the US market based on the crypto market. All right, that's going to be very exciting. And with 180 people now, let's go for the 200 mark. Okay, let's break it. Send for all your friends. All right, let everybody come on board. All right, disclaimer as usual. So that you take a read, I'm going to continue. I already said this before many times. All right, so what happened on Elon Musk side? That basically he says that Tesla will stop accepting Bitcoin for car purchases, citing there is an environmental concern. Well, obviously, we know that is probably not the real reason. But whatever it is, now Bitcoin is down to $52,000, down by 7% overnight. And of course, you can see it actually gave a lot of problems to Ethereum, XRP, Ripples, Stellar, Dogecoin, and so forth. So obviously, now the thing is this is as usual. When the market is in a bad position, every bad news will come in at the same time as usual, and everybody just sell towards it. But of course, when things are good itself, end of the day, there will be a recovery. So watch out for that. Oh, sorry, there's no, my PowerPoint is not ready, so apology, but we can see what's happened in Israeli and Palestinian. The battle is still continue and it's terrible, and you can see lots of lives is being lost. I really think that we are very fortunate to stay in Singapore. And I think that, right, will there be effect to this? Well, it may have some effect to crude oil prices, but it just going to be there unless this spill over bigger. But then again, this is what's happening right now in the world. And of course, we have seen all the earnings are out already for Microsoft, Tesla, and Square, so reasonable. But the main thing is that today will be on Uber and Roku, all right? Now, in terms of the economic calendar, the one that is terrible is this one here. It's the core CPI numbers, 0.9%. We are supposed to have only 0.3%, so it's like 3 times more than expected. And of course, the inventory also didn't come out that well, so therefore, that is another concerning factor. But today we will have the initial jobless claim, and if the jobless claim do increase, obviously it will be very, very bad. And if the PPI goes above 0.3, which is expected to happen, then obviously the inflation data on the Friday on the core retail sales, all these numbers will again be highly watched. Okay. Now for the Dow Jones, as you can see very clearly, down 681 points, and from the beginning belt, it has never ceased to recover. All the way the selling can be going there. This really spoke traders because we tried to see some recovery in the market back then on yesterday, and I reminded you guys that the buying could be actually not too real, and it's really happened. So the Dow Jones dropped about 680 points in the worst decline since January as hot inflation readings spoke to investors. As you can see right now, the thing is that it was down 700 points at one stage of time. And of course, Nasdaq, S&P all dropped at the same time. So it was still, again, on the consumer price index that stuck up by 4.2%. Now, it was expected to be 3.6, but it went 4.2. And of course, that was this included excluding food and energy. Imagine if we would include food and energy, the number is going to be more than 0.8%. And we warned you guys this is going to happen, and it really happened. All right. So from the opening bell itself, you can see that the Dow Jones, the S&P, the Nasdaq all were selling, and the way they look at the way they sell, it was pretty uniform. It's as if there's some program selling in the market. So very clearly, there was no in between. It was all program selling from the moment this market started. So this is the scary part. And of course, you can see that in the year to date now, you can see that the Nasdaq is now almost back to the year start. And that means you're just about a couple of percent, maybe 2% away from the year beginning. So whatever people have been buying from January to April, all the people who are buying now are caught like a stale bull. And of course, now the thing is whether the Dow Jones and S&P will they follow through. So that is a big question for everybody. Now, in the news right now, everybody is talking about inflation. I told you guys that was a highly searched word in Google yesterday, and apparently this is really coming in. So our morning MAO realized that every time it's we really have, in a way, we are like, in front of the market, and we are always in front. So those people who think that I have been doing a great job, please key the word great job done, all right? Key the words great job done, Cal, something like that. So give me a strong validation that, all my effort is actually not wasted. So the quick one on the Dow Jones, you can see very clearly once the Dow Jones lost the pivot 1 level, once you go below pivot 1 and OP, the Dow Jones just keep on selling. There was no recall. So they will just keep on selling. There's no way. So the question is this, will the Dow Jones continue? I'll explain to you in the technical part. But you can see right now, I'm going to go to my technical. I need to just switch my screen around. 1 minute. Just hold on a minute. This is the first time I'm doing it without the other monitor screen. So I need to stop my sharing first. And then after that, it goes back to my thing. So here we go. All right, so let's just look at the Dow Jones technical expect for today. Okay, so let's look at the Dow Jones. So you can see very clearly, the Dow Jones has lost the MA30. The Dow Jones has lost the MA30. And this is the critical point, and it also came down below my channel. So based on what I'm seeing right now, right, there is a small possibility that the Dow Jones is going to go to the 95% mark. All right, there is a possibility for the Dow Jones to go to the 95% mark, and that number is 33,338, a number that I've been saying for a long time, for the last few days. So the Dow most likely should be coming down here. So traders who want to go long over in the market, you can consider this 33,338. Or for traders who have been shorting the market, you can consider to aim this level to take profit over there. Okay, so that is the Dow Jones for the MA, for the conventional. The weekly chart is all right. Suddenly the big U-turn come in and it created a new BNB. So obviously now I'm going to create the high here, definitely for sure, because that is the high for this current price. And I mean for the now, and I don't know how low will it go, right? I don't know how low will it go. So we'll look at it, but definitely it's a BNB. For the BNB happening on the weekly chart, only show two things. Number one, if next week the market breaks find a support, it could go all the way up again to the new all-time high. If not, it's all right. We're going to see some good selling all the way down to 32,000. So I'll explain to you more tomorrow, all right? Right, so that is the Dow for the conventional. Let's look at the Dow today in terms of our own TWB chart. Now, it's very, very clear now. You can see on your screen, you can see that the market has broke the very important TSCB level, which I mentioned is 34,074. I mentioned to quite a few people. And I said this, that if the market do lose 34,074, they'll be selling. You can see over here is all right. The TSCB was born here. So that means that we already have this number 34,074. And yesterday, the day before, the market really come down, touches that level and rebounded. All right. But when it loses it, the selling coming in. So that's why you need to have this TSCB with you so that you can actually know what to do. Now for today, it's critical because the KSI is red in color. Hence, therefore, if the market cannot stay above OP because it touches the period 1, there is a chance for the Dow Jones to come all the way down to 32,975. It is a very high possibility of this happening. So traders, you really need to watch out for the market. Okay, you need to watch out for the market. All right, this is going to be really, really incredible. All right, thank you guys for all your validation. And again, as I said, guys, my handphone is not updating, so I need to keep on refreshing. So, but actually I run out of time, so I'm going to continue right now. Okay, so Dow Jones, be careful. It may go down to 32,975. All right, that is going to be 600 points again from today, from this very point here. Now for the Nasdaq, this is going to be very, very interesting. The Nasdaq now is firming beautifully at the MA 200 level. Look at it. Look at the way it stopped there. Oh my God. Look at the way it sell down and touched there and closed there. So this is telling you that TA is really able to forecast the market and the market is manipulated. All right. It's very, very clear from this example right now. So that is why you can see my concern. So now it's very clear that we can see from the technical point now in terms of the mathematics, the Nasdaq has lost the 95% level, which is here at 13,375. And I told you guys, once it loses it, there is a possibility that the market will go to the MA 200. I said that yesterday. I was very specific and it really happened. All right. So again, if you think that I've done a great job with my TA, right, guys, give me a thumbs up. All right. Give a thumbs up. All right. Inside the group chat. Okay. And of course, now the question is this, whether the Dow Jones and the Nasdaq can stay. So again, the market will look at the MA 200 very closely today. If the MA 200 loses it, then of course the selling towards the 90% is going to be extremely high, and that is 12,671 level. So watch out for this figure. It is a possibility that the Nasdaq will go to the 90% mark. Very good chance. Okay. So when then that happens, it's all right. Traders who want to buy, they can look at that level to look for buying. All right. Okay. So that is the Nasdaq. The S&P 500, as I told you guys, that there was a very interesting phenomenon yesterday. The MLP and the MA was actually together, and I told you guys if the S&P loses that level, there will be some selling. And truth be told, yesterday the S&P 500 really dropped, like a rock all the way down. And today the support will be at 4033. That is the 95% level. That is a 95% level. So if the Nasdaq will fall, then likely the S&P will also follow through. Okay. Now that is all for the US market. Now look at the Hang Seng, the China A50 right now. China A50 will be opening soon, but you can see that the China A50, we saw the issue there yesterday. China A50, it went up again to touch the MA30 and it failed and it reversed down, right? This is a terrible sign of market. So likely China A50 today, there is a good chance China A50 will come back down to here again at about 16,686 level. That's my view for China A50. And of course, Hong Kong will be hit this morning, definitely for sure. Most likely Hong Kong will be coming down to somewhere here, which I draw previously. That level is based on the, isn't here, it should be this point. Sorry, my bad, hold on. This is a chocolate bar right here, the KCB. So I believe that the Hang Seng will drop down to about 27,580 plus, but I think it will go a bit lower. So let me just do a very, very bold forecast. I'm going to put it here, okay? I kind of suspect that the Dow Jones, Hang Seng will drop like a rock today. Hang Seng should be finding support only at 27,245 area, okay? Yeah, I believe that because likely there'll be a lot of stops around here. So a lot of traders will be stop out roughly around this area, and the selling should bring it down all the way to 27,245, all right? So that, because you can see very clearly that it's now below the MA30 and also is very nearby to the MA200. So that is my view right here, okay? All right, now for DAX itself, well, after a long consolidated period, now look at how incredible the MA30 is. Oh my God, look at it. Uncle Arun, if you're online, you can see that, how beautiful yesterday is when if you follow the rules and if you have buy on the way up, then after you hit the MA30, you sell. What amazing, right? This is really incredible. So now the thing is, this is very clear right now. The market is trading below the last BNB resistance and support level. And likely we're going to see some selling on the DAX today. Or likely that will be coming down to this point here, the previous one I mentioned, that is about 14,765 region. Okay, so likely that will happen. With the closing at 15,000 yesterday, a drop of 200 points is can't really imagine, but it is all possible. Okay, so let's just look at the market later for the DAX. Okay, so we have covered almost everything for the indices. Let's now jump back to the gold market. Okay, for gold yesterday, you can see that gold was sideways all the way. Then after that was a spike up because of it was spiked down first because of when the CPI number came out. When the inflationary numbers came out, it was spiked down. Then of course there was some buying because inflation is always, gold will always follow inflation. Then gold rally up strongly all the way to 1842. Then after that itself, the market realized that was a problem. Then the equity market sell, gold also came off. I told you guys, when the equity market goes down, the gold also will come down. And truth be told, you can see it's exactly a footprint of what happened on the equity market. So that is why I tell you guys, for gold, you have to look at it in a very different way. And of course now, because of what happened, all right, that's snap on the prices. So now traders are getting a bit worried now whether the gold will continue to slide further, even though there's inflationary problem, all right? So let's just see gold now, and we just go back to gold, running it around. Okay, here we go. Okay, this is gold chart, a bit confusing, but you can see it is there. So yesterday, gold lost the 38.2%, the 1828, and I told you guys before many times, if the market dropped below 1828, it will likely be going to 1811. Did I say that? So if you remember that I did say that after gold loses 1828, you go back down to 1811. So if you can validate again, once again, say that, Cal, spot on gold, all right? If you can do that for me, that'll be excellent. Now, do one thing to note, yesterday is a BNB, so you draw the high, you draw the low, you get a new fresh RL and SL. So in the market, it's going to choose one side, right? Look at them, that will give you the strong, the key point there, okay? So watch out for that. So for now, the gold weekly chart has pulled back from the high, 38.2% has pulled back. So we'll look at it now. I say again, 1811 will be a good price to look out for. But if it goes further down, then we will adjust accordingly. Okay. Now silver price also came out because same thing again. It's a repercussion when you have equity money coming down. Gold follow through, silver will follow at the back, and it really all happened. And also silver has created a BNB at the same time too. So this again will be another problem to watch out for. But if silver pull back to $26.47, it'll be a good time to buy. All right. Okay, so that is the metals. And look at the crude oil now. Crude oil. For crude oil price, all right, you can see that crude oil is going up, and I told you you're gonna hit $66.89. And I can tell you this, I'm almost near to 80% sure that the crude oil price is going to go to 68.89. So traders who want to consider this can aim for this particular price, 66.89. All right, I said this many times already. So again, probably it was spot on in a way. So let us see, 66.89 is my target for this crude oil. All right, that means from there, where we are now, we are about $1 away. So it's a pretty good, decent profit, okay? Okay, so I finished my my usual stuff, all right, my usual morning MAO part 1. So I'm going to go into my MAO part 2 very, very soon, okay? All right, before that, you can see how the gold price moved yesterday. It was sideways throughout until the news came off. The gold came down all the way, hit the KTR -2, rally up strongly, but it failed to even go to KTR +1. That was a big concern, right? And then after that, that was whereby you can see gold price came all the way down, and basically you can see that the pivot 1 and KTR and the KTR -1 is a stack, and when it loses that itself, you can see gold prices come all the way down itself. All right, so I'm going to go into this MAO part 2, where it's the alternate market views. All right, so if you think that this is not what you want to hear, you can now stop now. Okay, you're still staying on. I'm going to continue. I'm going to wait. So I told you guys about the 10-year yields. I told you that it will go up, and indeed it really happened. Now it's 1.7%. Right, I told you 2 days ago, very good chance that there was some bit of interesting movement over here. Someone knows something, and truth be told, you saw it. All right, so guys, if you make money from this, congratulations. And of course, the dollar index shoot up, right? So obviously now with this inflation thing itself, that a dollar will spike, and then this will actually cause a bit of problem. It will actually lead to a bit of stagflation in the market, which I'll cover tomorrow more on it. A bit of stagflation. Okay, this is going to be very scary. Because you can see right now, right, the much weaker than expected payroll and a much higher than expected CPI suggests it's going to be a stagflation. Now, what's stagflation? Persistent high inflation combined with high unemployment and stagnant demand in the country economy. So this is really a spot on. We have high inflation right now, we have high unemployment, and we have no much demand in the economy. So this is going to be a stagflation, and it's going to be worse than inflation. So traders, you need to be very careful. This will take a longer while than not, okay? Now, the FANG shares really tumbled yesterday, it went down all the way down, okay? And you can see that I have told you guys, if you can buy FANG stocks, go a bit slower. So yesterday, we saw Tesla going down below the 600 mark. I have won enough time. I told you guys, I mean, if this Tesla is a sell, and, you know, for those who remember that I said Tesla is a sell, right? Can you put the word Tesla spot on, all right, for me once again? Okay, thank you so much for this. And of course, because of that, you can see Up Innovation, ARKK. Oh my God, look at it. The selling is incredible. The only thing is that it managed to stay above the 100 mark itself. So that is still okay, but it's definitely below the 200-day MA. All right, the unprofitable tech stocks is also the most shorter stocks, and then they give great indication that why they short. So a lot of these fund managers now are probably making a lot of money, and they already tell you guys they have done the correct thing. So we can see that from the mid-March itself, they already know what to do, and that's why they see Amazon, Facebook, Microsoft, all coming down. So you have to follow the boys, and that's why this second part MAO is so important to a lot of traders. And because of that, I told you VIX indicator. I said that VIX will see a strong risk support at about 17 area. And indeed, it really happened. And truth be told, yesterday, VIX rallied up all the way to 26 level. Oh my God, 27 in fact. So imagine, I told you 17 is a good buy, and now it's at 27. So seriously, guys, you know, all this thing tells you that, you know, if I were to concentrate on trading, you know, things could be better. And as long as you guys trust me, you know, we can actually all make money together. All right, congratulations to those who followed. And of course, this is going to be very scary. Look at it. This is the volatility spread. Okay, this is where the backwardation and the contango comes in. All right, some of you may not find it easy to understand, but easily put itself, we're just talking about that whenever the 2 months or 8 months spread open up, all right, it's going to be very scary. And when it opens up itself, right, usually, you know, things will just happen by its own, meaning some political stuff will happen and things will come into the picture. So we're not too sure, is it Israeli and the Palestinian thingy, is it the pandemic thingy in India? We don't know, but definitely it's all right. This is it's a risk indicator flashing, and this is not good sign. So traders, you may know, this month itself that may be more selling than buying. Of course, again, cheap price can buy, but again, maybe the higher price you can short once again. So this is a very dangerous chart, honestly. If you want to search more, you can look for Larry McDonald bear traps. Okay, search for this, you can understand more in different details. All right, once again, before you leave for today, remember the 515 event, which is coming this coming Saturday. We want all of you to come in. 180 people already signed up. Let's go for 200. Can you do that? Can you just key the word, let's go for 200. Okay, key this word right now. Let's go for 200. Put it there itself, and then because my video will be uploaded to YouTube later on, people can see that and your responders, and that will be a very good thing for me. All right. So thank you guys once again for today, MAO. I'm so sorry I had to condense it so fast, speak so fast, but I think that you got the right idea what to expect for today. I wish you the best. And once again, to all my friends, our Muslim friends, Selamat Hari Raya, Adil Fitri. Have a great day. I'll see you today, no afternoon MAO, all right? I won't be too tired. So this is the only time you hear me, my voice today. I will see you guys tomorrow. Guys, just bye-bye.